Hello friends, in this video today we are going to discuss phase diagram and how it is to be drawn and what are the important points related with the phase diagram. In fact, the applicability of the phase rule is studied with the help of the phase diagram. Now what is phase diagram? Phase diagram is nothing but the graphical representation of phases and their equilibrium, variable and components called as phase diagram. So it is a simple graphical representation of phase, variable, component and phases in equilibrium in a single diagram we call as phase diagram. Graphical representation of phases, their equilibrium, components and variables in the system, heterogeneous system, we call as phase diagram, or in another word it is representation of equilibrium and equilibrium condition existing into the heterogeneous system called as a phase diagram. Every phase diagram has three important things. One, point. Second, line or curves. Third, regions or areas. Now these are the three important terms used in case of the phase diagram. First one is point, line or curves, region or area. Now point, every point in the diagram divides it into the regions. So when line or curves combines together at one particular point, at that time all the three states will coexist with each other, basically solid, liquid and gas. Now second thing, line or curves. If a point fall on the line, then the system exists in two phase equilibrium. That may be solid liquid, maybe liquid gas or maybe gas solid. So whenever any point fall on the line or fall on the curves, at that time two phase equilibrium is there or two phases are there, while in case of the point three phase equilibrium is there, that is solid, liquid and gas is there. Now region or area, when any point is falling in the region or falling in the area of the phase diagram, then it exists in single phase. It exists in the single phase. That is, the existence of the phases in the diagram depends upon the temperature, pressure and composition conditions. There are basically two types of the diagram, two ways are diagrams to be drawn. One is we can draw pressure temperature type of the diagram, pressure to the y-axis and temperature to the x-axis, or also temperature composition diagrams can be drawn. So in case of this, temperature to the y-axis and composition to the x-axis. So this graphical representation where the correlationship between the phases, temperature, number of components and their equilibrium is shown in the diagram we call as a phase diagram, or temperature composition is shown in the diagram we call as a phase diagram. There are three types of system on the basis of number of components. One is one component system, two component system and three component system. Now one component system, we'll see basically for one component system. One component system is the system in which the chemical composition of the every phase in the system is represented by the single substance. We call it as one component system. One component system is the system in which the chemical composition of every phase is represented by the single constituent. Is represented by only one single component or constituent. We call as one component system. So therefore, for this system, C is equal to 1. We have one example, that ice, water, liquid water, and water vapor, which is in gaseous state. All in case of ice, water exists as a H2O. In case of liquid water, it exists as a H2O. In case of water vapor, also it exists as H2O. So the chemical composition in this phase is also H2O, in this phase is also, in this phase is H2O. Therefore, C is equal to 1, so called as a one component system. Now, the existence of the state in that particular phase is depends upon the temperature and pressure of that particular time. In case of this, it is independent on the composition, or it is independent on the amount of the water present in the system. Now we calculate the number of phases as well as degree of freedom. Now, how to calculate the number of degree of freedom for the system? So let us, we'll calculate maximum number of degree of freedom in the system, in this particular system. We know that F is equal to C minus P plus 2. For this water system or one component water system, C is equal to 1. Therefore, F is equal to 1 minus P plus 2. Now, to find out number of degree of freedom, at least one phase must be present. So, as one phase is present, if P is equal to 1, then this equation becomes F is equal to 1 minus 1 plus 2. So, this indicates that F is equal to 2. That is, this system is bivariant system. And these two variables are temperature and pressure. Remember, this is independent on the composition. It only depends upon the two variables, and that are pressure and temperature. Now we calculate maximum number of phases possible into the one component system. Now, so we know the equation that F is equal to C minus P plus 2. As in case of this water system, C is equal to 1. Therefore, F is equal to 1 minus P plus 2. Now, our intention is here to find out number of phases. So, the possible number of degree of freedoms or minimum number of degree of freedoms to this system is, if we take F is equal to 0, then this equation becomes 0, 1 minus P plus 2, and therefore P is equal to 3. So, if we take a value of degree of freedom 0, we get a value of P is equal to 3. What this indicates? This indicates that if we do not have a degree of freedom, at that time all these three phases coexist with each other, and that are solid, liquid and gas. So this is what the status of the one component system into the phase diagram. Thank you.